welcome back to what I'm now calling the works of M3. Now we've been going through and making videos of all the songs on my former Glory album, and so far we've done number 1 and number 2, first being A Chance Encounter and the second being White Tree. Now we're gonna do number 3, and it is called Strike Your Colors, which I think you can see right there. Probably the first question people are going to be asking me is, what does the phrase strike your colors really mean? Well, to strike your colors back in the old days of naval warfare meant that you were going to take down your flag, which represented which country you were fighting for, which basically in a battle context meant that you were surrendering. Now, as a metaphor in my song, this meant something at one point, but I kinda don't remember. Also, I really like the movie Master and Commander Far Side of the World starring Russell Crowe, and I'm pretty sure that phrase is in there somewhere. So we'll listen to it in a second, but I just want to give a couple notes to make this, entertaining. It shall be entertainment. Like I normally do, I was listening to it before I made the video, and one of the things that really stood out to me is that there kind of aren't that many lyrics in this song. For me, early on when I was making music, a lot of it kind of tended to be a little heavy on the instrumental side for whatever reason. I wasn't really neglecting lyrics because I don't like lyrics. I guess I was just really excited about some of the musical stuff that I was exploring on this album. But as far as the music part of it is concerned, one of the things that this song really kind of explores is using recurring themes in an interesting way. One of the interesting recurring themes in this song is at the beginning there are these keyboard chords or whatever. And later I bring them back in kind of an acoustic picking thing that has like mandolin parts and 12-string acoustic parts and stuff in it. Anyway, you can hear it in there, and they're the same chords, they're just played kind of different, but it's an interesting recurring theme. If I was writing this or something similar nowadays, there's a lot of things I would kind of do differently, but that's kind of what I like about writing songs. They sort of capture a moment in time or a point in my life where like I was a little different than I am now, and I probably would have developed some of the lyrical themes a little more because they're not that sketched out. There's probably a lot of musical things I would do differently. Like there's this part at the end that has like 3 different parts that are interacting in different ways, and it's really cool and I love it still, but I probably would have like introduced it earlier in the song in some kind of a sneaky way so that it would be like we're referencing that thing earlier. Featured lyric. So the lyric I chose to feature on this video is a young man's fear, maidens who are playing to the balcony. And sort of what that's about is I think a lot of people have this kind of fear or whatever of like kind of being ignored. And obviously this lyric, it kind of means by girls. Being ignored by girls. Never heard that in a song before. In psychology, they've kind of figured out that the way people perceive value in a relationship is the degree to which the effort they put into the relationship is reciprocated back to them. Meaning, if you're putting all this effort into a relationship and it doesn't seem like the other person is appreciating it, you're just not gonna feel valued. So this lyric is kind of like enunciating that fear. It's feeling apprehension at the idea that you'll put all this effort into a relationship with somebody and it won't even be appreciated. Like they're playing to the balcony, they're like not even paying attention to you. Featured riff. I decided to make part of this series a section where we kind of highlight a certain part of a song or a certain riff, and I think that's what we're gonna do now. So at the end of this song, Strike Your Colors, is one of my favorite things that I've ever written. I really like things that are compositional and not like formulaic. Basically what this is a guitar part and a guitar part and a bass part that are playing the same thing. What a typical song will do is like there might be a guitar part that plays some basic chords, and then there's like a bass line underneath it that just plays kind of the same thing, and then you might have a guitar playing single note stuff over the top, which is called lead playing. The reason I really like this part is because it's kind of like two lead parts put together, except that they're not like two guitar solos just playing at the same time. They're repeating musical phrases, but they just happen to fit together in a really interesting way, and I'm just kind of proud of it. So anyway, I'm gonna start off by playing the first thing, and then I'm gonna add the second thing, and you can hear how they go together. Still pretty proud of that little ditty. So yeah, I think that's about all I can think to say about this particular song. I feel like the general direction of where this album was going was more towards like a lot of lyrics and more focus on that, and kind of less of just a bunch of instrumental parts. But you know, it's pretty indicative of the kind of compositional stuff I was doing at the time. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy this song. Are you ready? I present to you Strike Your Colors!
I can see, I can't believe what's happening, my dear. A young man's fear made into our plane to the balcony.